Hello, Spartans. This is Principal Hennig, and I would like to welcome you to Skyline Student Spotlight episode number 1. Joining me today is Neela Agarwal, who's going to take a few minutes to talk about her experience as a Skyline Spartan. She was nominated by some staff members as someone who exemplifies what it means to be a Skyline Spartan. So I've got 4 questions here I'm going to ask Neela, and she's going to get a chance to talk about her life and her experience here at Skyline. And if you're ready to go, Neela, I'm going to go with question number 1.
Sounds good.
All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Neela. Tell us about your extracurricular activities, community involvement, anything else you want to share, just to kind of introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my name's Neela, and I'm currently a senior at Skyline. It's my 4th year, so I've attended all 4 years of high school here at Skyline, which has been a lot of fun. Within school, I participate in JSA, Key Club, Transfer Student Link Crew, FCCLA. So I have a wide variety of experiences within the school, which has been a lot of fun. And then outside of school, I really love kids. Kids are probably my #1 passion. So I nanny a lot, and that's where you'll find me most days after school if I'm not in the building. As for community involvement, I volunteer at Seattle Humane, which is a shelter located in Bellevue, and I volunteer in their adoptions department, and I kind of help out to get our pets out, which has been a little different with COVID, but it's still been a lot of fun to see our pets get some new homes. But yeah, that's an overview of what I like to do.
Awesome. It sounds like you are extremely busy inside Skyline and outside Skyline. So moving on to question number 2. Hey, 7 months have been pretty challenging and really different for all of us. So has there been any new skill or anything you've learned in the last 7 months that you want to articulate to us?
Yeah, so when the world kind of shut down in March, I took on a project with 2 other peers. They're also seniors at Skyline, Ava Finn and Esteban Ortiz. And we conducted a survey. It started as a King County survey, but has reached and turned into a Washington State survey. Some of you may have seen it. We were on the Seattle Times a few times. And basically, we were surveying students across Washington and asking them what they wanted to see from school districts, assuming that we would be going back to school online, because that was kind of the consensus at the time, and obviously has been for most schools a reality. So a lot of my time during quarantine was spent emailing back and forth with districts, spending some time talking to principals and superintendents and sharing our results, and teachers alike. And so it's definitely not a typical skill, but I definitely think it's one that has taught me a lot and has been very valuable.
And I just got to thank you again for all the work you put in with that survey. I know we talked a lot this summer as you were sharing results with me, and a lot of that information and asking questions informed me as a building principal about what we can do differently to support students. So thanks again for putting all that survey together. So moving on, let's talk about your future. We talk about graduating to something after Skyline. So what exactly do you want to graduate to?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, I love kids. So I've always known that my future would be something with kids. And as I've spent a lot of time in high school thinking about what my goals are, I know that my calling is to ultimately become a pediatrician. I I can't express how much I think kids are fascinating and how their growth really just it leaves me speechless a lot of the times, how intricate their little minds are, thinking and growing. And so I know that that's where I will ultimately be meant to go. As for plans before that, I'd love to go to college. I'm planning on going to college and attending school specifically. I'm unsure of yet. There's a lot of decisions yet to be made, but we'll see.
Awesome. That sounds like an awesome plan. So best of luck here after you graduate from Skyline. Last thing, hey, words of advice for any current or rising Spartans. What can you give us for words of advice coming from you?
I think specifically with Skyline, it's a really, really big school, and that can be intimidating, but it can also be really awesome. I was new my freshman year. I moved from Pennsylvania, and I knew absolutely no one. And the way I got involved with my community and met new people was to just step out of my comfort zone. It can be really scary, and I know with this online world, it can be very challenging too. But attend club meetings, reach out to your teachers, see if they have any opportunities that can kind of help you get connected with your community, because it's an awesome support system. And it can be really fun when you find that groove, because when you don't have it, it can be really scary and really sad. And I understand that from a point of view of a transfer student. So to anyone attending Skyline or planning to attend Skyline or going to attend Skyline, or maybe hidden Spartans that don't know they're attending Skyline yet, just have fun and step out. It's okay to be goofy and silly, because ultimately, you're the only one that can have fun if you choose to have fun.
Awesome. I love that message. Get involved is what I hear you saying. So that's a great message for current Spartans and rising Spartans. And we offer a lot of extracurricular activities, lots of things to get involved in. And we want our students to be connected to Skyline some way other than just coming to class every day. So I think that was a great words of encouragement to get involved. So Neela, hey, thank you very much. Skyline Student Spotlight episode number 1. Congratulations. Thanks for being here. All right.
Thanks for having me.
See you later.
Bye.